Can Russia's Su-57, a fifth-generation stealth fighter, strike a high-value target deep inside Pakistan? With a realistic look at Pakistan's air defenses, we simulate a single Su-57 strike, tracking how it approaches, the route it takes, the defense systems that rise to intercept it, and ultimately, its chances of success. Welcome to Indian military history. Please like and subscribe for more content like this. In this simulation, we will step into the world of modern air warfare to see how a Su-57 fares against the air defenses network of Pakistan military. The target, Bahawalpur, Pakistan, a city steeped in military significance, guarded by an intricate web of radars, fighter jets, and surface-to-air missiles. For the purposes of this simulation, we assume Pakistan is not caught off guard. The country is on high alert. Its air defenses are actively scanning the sky for intruders. Can the Su-57 succeed in such a high-risk environment? Let's break it down. Bahawalpur is a high-value target. Located around 100 kilometers from the Indian border, this city is home to Pakistan military's 31 Corps, a mechanized strike formation that serves as a counterweight to India's armored thrusts from Rajasthan. It is also a logistics hub. Satellite imagery shows a robust rail network that allows rapid movement of troops and equipment. It is vital for reinforcing Pakistan's southern defenses. Bahawalpur is also infamous as the headquarters of Jaish-e-Mohammed, a UN-designated terror outfit. All this makes Bahawalpur high value and as a result a well-protected target. Let's look into the defense systems in and around Bahawalpur. Pakistan Air Defense Overview. Bahawalpur is strongly defended. It sits under a protective dome made of radars, interceptors, and surface-to-air missiles, all designed to detect and destroy intruders before they can strike. JY-27A. This is Pakistan's first tripwire. The JY-27A is a Chinese long-range L-band radar designed to spot even stealthy aircrafts at reduced ranges. Deployed near Multan, it scans the skies over the southern Punjab and the Thar Desert for faint signals from stealth aircrafts. Its powerful signals can detect a conventional fighter jet like the Su-30 at 500 kilometers. But stealth jets like the Su-57 are harder to detect. It will see a faint blip only when they are within 120 to 150 kilometers. This gives a stealth jet a crucial upper edge in a sneak attack even with the enemy on high alert. ZDK-03 Karakoram Eagle AVAX. Circling high above, the Karakoram Eagle extends Pakistan's eyes and ears across the battlefield. It typically patrols near Sargodha or Multan to stay clear of Indian surface-to-air missiles, using its powerful ultra-high-frequency radar to scan 360 degrees for any aerial threats. It can spot conventional fighters out to 400 kilometers and guide interceptors towards their targets. In a high-alert combat situation, it is fair to assume the AVAX would be active. LY-80, the HQ-16 medium-range surface-to-air missiles. On the ground, the LY-80 surface-to-air missile batteries provide a crucial defensive shield around Bahawalpur. Each system is capable of engaging targets up to 40 kilometers away and intercepting aircrafts at an altitude of 18,000 meters. The LY-80 is the backbone of the Pakistan air defenses. They are rumored to have been offered the HQ-9, the Chinese equivalent of Russia's S-300 with a range of 120 to 200 kilometers. But for the purposes of this simulation, we will assume they have not integrated this capability within their defense network. The FM-90. As the inner layer of defense, the FM-90 surface-to-air missile batteries guard high-value installations within Bahawalpur. Designed for point defense, Each system can engage targets up to 15 kilometers away and intercept low-flying aircraft or incoming missiles at altitudes of 6,000 meters. This is the system to back up the defense of an asset in case the LY-80 is not capable to block an incoming threat. The JF-17 Block 3 and the F-16 interceptors. Pakistan's frontline fighters, the JF-17 Block 3 and the F-16 Block 52, are expected to be patrolling the Pakistan airspace to respond to a potential attack from the Indian Air Force. The JF-17s are equipped with Chinese-made long-range PL-15 missiles with a range of 200 kilometers, and the F-16s with the American AIM-120 AMRAAMs with a range of 105 kilometers. These aircrafts are fast, agile, and capable of engaging threats well beyond visual range. Now let's look into Pakistan's Integrated Defense Standard Operating Procedures (SOPs) to see how they would likely respond to an incoming threat. A jet from the Indian Air Force flies from an airbase somewhere in Rajasthan with the objective of getting close enough to its target and, while staying within Indian airspace, release its weapon to hit it. Pakistan ground-based radars, the JY-27A, are actively scanning its detection envelope to identify any potential incoming threats. There are two cases arise over here. First, if the attacking jet is not stealth, like the Russian Su-30, the Indian Tejas, or the French Rafale, or if the attacking jet is stealth, like the Russian Su-57. If the attacking jet is non-stealth, the JY-27A radar registers a clear and stable contact from a distance of 400 to 500 kilometers. This data is instantly relayed to the Sector Operations Center (SOC) at Multan, where the target is quickly classified as hostile. A fast-track response is triggered, and within minutes, frontline interceptors such as the JF-17 Block 3 and the F-16 Block 52 are scrambled to intercept the incoming attack. Meanwhile, the Sector Operations Center sends the targeting data to the LY-80 and the FM-90 surface-to-air missile batteries. These are placed on immediate standby to engage. Within minutes, regional air defense sectors are elevated to red alert and electronic warfare systems are activated. By the time the attacking jet is ready to launch its missile at its target, there are many defensive as well as offensive formations ready to intercept the missiles as well as attack the incoming jet. On the other hand, if the attacking jet is stealth, the radar return from JY-27A is weak and fluctuating. The Sector Operations Center at Multan avoids premature action and tasks the ZDK-03 Karakoram Eagle AVAX orbiting near Sargodha or Multan to scan the sector and confirm the track. This airborne radar provides a wider and more flexible detection bubble. If the AVAX verifies the contact, the interceptors are vectored towards the suspected flight path, and surface-to-air missile batteries are queued for engagement. As the threat picture clarifies, the network escalates to red alert, deploying decoys and activating electronic warfare systems. This scenario introduces a higher level of uncertainty in the defense systems to block an incoming and gives a certain edge to the attacking side. Now let's do a deep dive into the Su-57 capabilities to see its impact on the outcome. Stealth. Stealth is one of the biggest USPs of the Su-57. The Su-57's airframe is designed to absorb radar waves and deflect them away, drastically shrinking its radar signature. To put in context, a Su-57 looks like a brick on a radar, while a Rafale looks like a flying washing machine. Other stealth fighters like the F-35 and F-22 Raptor from the USA, they appear at the size of a bee. The L-402 Himalaya Electronic Warfare Suite. This electronic warfare system jams enemy radars and blinds their missiles. Super Cruise. The Su-57 flies supersonic without afterburners, which reduces its heat signature and helps it stay quieter. The Kh-59 Mk2 standoff missiles. These are precision missiles with an estimated range of nearly 300 kilometers. With all the information provided about Pakistan military defenses and the capabilities of the Su-57, let's deep dive into the simulation of the operation. Su-57 Mission Brief. 2 a.m. Location Nal Air Force Base, Bikaner, Rajasthan, India. Approximately 220 kilometers from Bahawalpur. At 2 a.m., the Su-57 fifth generation stealth fighter takes off from the Nal Air Force Station in Bikaner, Rajasthan. Its mission: to launch a precision strike on a high-value target in Bahawalpur, deep inside Pakistan territory, without crossing the international border. The Su-57 climbs rapidly at an altitude of 12,000 meters while accelerating to a cruising speed 850 kilometers per hour. This is the ideal altitude to launch its missiles towards the intended target, and 850 kilometers is the ideal speed for maintaining its stealth. The Su-57 travels around 20 kilometers from its start point and proceeds towards its pre-planned launch point. Approximate distance from target 200 kilometers. At 2:02, Pakistan's JY-27A long-range radar detects a faint anomaly near the border. Clear and stable signal of a hostile object not confirmed. Data is relayed to the ZDK-03 Karakoram Eagle AWACS for verification. Missile launch. At 2:03 a.m., the Su-57 reaches its firing position. It opens up its internal base briefly for about 10 seconds and releases 4 Kh-59 Mk2 standoff cruise missiles in rapid succession. With the missiles away, the Su-57 executes a hard bank and begins its course back towards Nal Air Base at around 900 kilometers per hour, maintaining its altitude at 12,000 meters to maintain its stealth composition. By the time a possible stealth contact could have been confirmed by the Pakistan Karakoram Eagle AWACS, the Su-57 already fired its weapons and disappeared from the radar. Still no confirmation of a fighter jet in the skies by Pakistan defenses. The Su-57 returns to Bikaner by 2:09 a.m. and safely lands back at the Nal Air Force Station. Meanwhile, the missiles launched by the Su-57 are on their way to its target. Upon their launch from the Su-57, the Kh-59 Mk2 missiles begin to dive from 12,000 meters to achieve a terrain-hugging altitude to evade detection for as long as possible. Within 45 seconds of the missile launch, they level out at an altitude of 30 to 50 meters above ground level, cruising at a speed of 1,050 kilometers per hour, Mach 0.85. The missiles continue on their path towards the target undetected. 2:06 a.m. Distance of the missiles from the target around 160 kilometers. The Pakistani ground-based radars JY-27A begin picking up incoming missiles. Sector Operations Center at Multan issues a red alert to all its assets. The LY-80 surface-to-air missiles batteries in Multan and Rahim Yar Khan are activated. The F-16s on combat air patrol are vectored towards possible intercept points. By around 2:09, as the missiles get closer, the SAM batteries achieve a firing solution on the incoming missiles. They launch interceptors at the incoming missiles. The F-16s, on the other hand, are unable to detect the incoming missiles since they are too close to the ground. It's almost 2:14 a.m. The incoming missiles are 20 kilometers out. The interceptors take out 2 of the 4 incoming missiles, but the 2 others use evasive maneuvers in the terminal phase and avoid interception. The last line of Pakistan defense, FM-90s, are fired as a last-ditch effort, but owing to the speed of the incoming missiles, they also fail to intercept. At around 2:15 am, the two cruise missiles successfully strike their designated targets in Bahawalpur. SOC Multan receives the impact confirmation in Bahawalpur installations. It begins assessing damage, orders all units to maintain red alert in case of any follow-up strikes. Despite a layered defensive shield on the Pakistan side, two of the four KH-59 Mk2 missiles fired from the Su-57 strike their targets, while the Su-57 is able to leave the battlefield with no trace. Stealth plays a major role in the success of this operation. Along with high-speed, terrain-hugging and precision capabilities of the KH-59 Mk2 missiles, these capabilities are no match to the Pakistan defenses. The outcome laid out in the simulation is the most likely one, with the probability of the success of the operation at 50 to 60%. Let's look at some of the other potential outcomes. The probability that all four missiles hit their target is between 30 to 40%. The probability that Pakistan defenses intercept all four incoming missiles is low at 10 to 15%. And the chance that all four missiles are intercepted and the Su-57 is shot down on its way back is extremely low at less than 5%. This simulation illustrates both the strengths and vulnerabilities in modern airstrike and air defense operations. The outcome would depend heavily on timing, coordination, and the effectiveness of each side's technology and tactics. In upcoming videos, we'll be doing similar simulation analyses with the Indian Air Force Rafales, Su-30s, and the Tejas Mk1. If you like this video, please share it with your friends and family. Like and subscribe to support my work. You can also support me on Patreon. Links in description. Thank you. Until next time.